This is the Unbreakable Golfers podcast, where we're shining a light on your pain and weakness and how it is affecting your positions, your power and your performance on the golf course.
Grease that body up. Right, your body's like an engine, right? A physical car engine. I'm not talking about your Teslas, but think of the way wheels move, motor moves, pistons move, fuel goes in. Your body is a finely tuned machine, and for that finely tuned machine to work the way you want it to work, sometimes it needs to be oiled up, it needs to be greased up. Now, you don't necessarily need any particular type of oil, but you can do that with water. Now, I know this is going to seem the most common thing you ever hear: drink 2 litres of water a day, got to drink more water, blah, 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 blah. But there is another reason for doing it. It's not just for health. It's to do with your connective tissue. So if you have tight muscles, then it's either the brain putting tightness in the muscle, as in it's got to hold the tension there for one reason or another, or it's the connective tissue that holds the muscle. So think of it like this. Think of a sausage. Not your sausage, but think of a sausage. The little skin that goes around the outside of a sausage would be like the fascia, and the part of the sausage inside, that would be the muscle. Now, this goes throughout your body. It has certain patterns, certain chains, they link together, one affects another, but it's all connected together, which is why it's called connective tissue, and it's one of the connective tissues in the body. If the fascia is dehydrated, it's very difficult and not really recommended to stretch it. So a lot of the times when you have tight muscles, unless it's inflammation or you've got something like DOMS, more often than not, it's going to be the fascia that's tight. So when you do your corrective exercises, which is part of your Unbreakable front nine, you want to be hydrated. So another part of your Unbreakable front nine is to get hydrated in the morning. There's a certain amount of water that you need to drink for you every single morning before you do anything else, which will help your body hydrate. And that's one of your Unbreakable front nine. So the Unbreakable front nine, which you should know, are 9 simple key actions that you take every single day, which will move you closer to your long-term targets if you do them every day. As in, it's inevitable. Like someone that's walking from point A to point B, doesn't matter how many times you stop, doesn't matter how long it takes, eventually if you put in enough steps, you will get from point A to point B. That's how you want to set your targets. The 9 simple actions you do obviously are based around protection, power and performance when it comes to your body, your mind and your golf. That's it. So the reason why we hydrate first thing in the morning is because if you want to stretch that connective tissue, if you want to do, whether it's myofascial stretching, whether you're doing L-DOA, whether you're doing normal stretching, whether you're doing a warm-up, you want to be hydrated, not dehydrated. If you think there's no difference between the two, biggest analogy I could tell you is the difference between stretching when you're warm and stretching when you're cold. Stretching when you've just done a physical workout and you're stretching at the end of it, compared to stretching the second you wake up out of bed. Those two things are completely different. That's what happens when you hydrate. Now, long-term hydration actually starts before that you physically start drinking water, but that's another point for another day, which is why you do it every single day. So 9 key actions to do every day. 2 of those are correctives, basically fixing, stretching, movement, and working on your fascia and making sure your body's dehydrated. There's fuck me, you don't want to be dehydrated. Make sure your body's hydrated. The reason for this, above all else, is because it aids health. But ultimately, the reason why we do it first thing in the morning is because we want to get the body moving. We want to follow the Unbreakable system, which is get up, get clear, get moving, get better. So, as always, a couple of questions for you. Where are you not prioritizing being hydrated because you've heard it before? Follow-up question. What habit could you stack so that the first thing you do when you get up in the morning is to drink the correct amount of water for your body before you do anything else? What habits can you stack? If you don't understand stacking habits, it's when you take one habit, you attach it to another, and And that's how you stack habits. That's how you get to your unbreakable front nine. That's how you get to your long-term goals no matter what. Want to know more? Go to unbreakablegolfers.com. Good luck.
For more information on golf performance, by increasing your power, by getting in better positions, by working on your body and mind, go to unbreakablegolfers.com and sign up to the free asset.